Good morning. Today is Monday, May the 18th, year of our Lord 2026, and welcome to the Daily Word. This morning we come to you from the book of Hebrews, titled this Jesus the High Priest. Now, this is where God recognizes, explains to us how Jesus is the high priest. And this shows how Jesus came to fulfill the covenant, not to destroy the covenant. From the beginning of time, you had to bring all of your requests to the high priest. And the high priest would go into the innermost room and bring those requests to God. And only God spoke to the high priest, starting with Moses and then Aaron. Only the high priest, he chose the Levites. And out of them, God chose the high priest. And this explains that. So, every sacrifice. So, two things. To get to God, one, you had to bring a sacrifice. And two, you had to go through the high priest. That's the only way you could be forgiven of sins. Bring a sacrifice and go to the high priest, and the high priest brings your sacrifice and your request. Then he makes it known to God. That has not changed. That has not changed. So a sacrifice and a high priest. Jesus Christ became both in one. The sacrifice, a lamb without a blemish, a spot or a blemish, with no sin, and the high priest. And this explains the high priest. You know about Jesus walked this world with no sin. He was the sacrificial lamb. But now, who does he bring it to? The high priest. Who offers it to God? He offers himself as high priest to God. And it's so powerful how this wraps up the entire world, wraps up the entire body, the Bible, so you can understand it very clearly. I'll go ahead and read that to you. Chapter 5 of Hebrews, Jesus, the high priest. I'll read verses 1 through 6. Every high priest is a man chosen to represent other people in their dealings with God. He presents their gifts to God and offers sacrifices for their sins. And he is able to deal gently with ignorant and wayward people because he himself is subject to the same wickedness. That is why he must offer sacrifices for his own sins as well as theirs. And no one can become a high priest simply because he wants such an honor. He must be called by God for this work, just as Aaron was. This is why Christ did not honor himself by assuming he will become high priest. No, he was chosen by God, who said to him, "You are my son. Today I have become your father." In another passage, God said to him, "You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek."